Working on the Work. Presentation by Jason Fretch. Who created the idea of working on the work? Philip Schlesky was the man who created this idea. He is an expert in educational professional development with a focus on school reform. The idea of working on the work was first introduced in the book Working on the Work, which was written by Philip Schlesky and was published April 29, 2002 by Josie Bass. What are the main components of working on the work? The intent of working on the work framework is to provide students with high content, engaging work from which students will learn what schools, parents, and the community deem important for students to be considered well educated. Students are the customers of the school and of the teachers. Students come to the school looking for the things that they need. And these things that they need, the teachers can provide. So the teachers are supposed to be leading the students to the information they need. Schools do not produce test scores, but students produce test scores. This means that the students should be striving to do the best that they can and look for the most knowledge that they can. Teachers should focus on factors they can control. These factors that they can control are things that are happening inside the classroom and not outside the classroom. For instance, things that happen at home between parents and students. There are 10 design qualities of working on the work. These design qualities are content and substance, product focus, organization of knowledge, clear and compelling produced standards, protection from adverse consequences for initial failures, affiliation, affirmation, choice, novelty and variety, and finally authenticity. The design qualities are based on what the teachers will use throughout to help design the information and the lesson plans that the students will be participating in throughout the lessons. These teachers need a product focus. What is the product? The product is what the students need to learn. They need an organization of knowledge. Again, the knowledge that the students will gain from this. Protection from adverse consequences for initial failures. This isn't going to work perfectly every time when teachers use it, so this is very important. And authenticity. Finally, the authenticity is very important when it comes to working on the work, because authenticity is allowing the students to come up with new ideas towards working for things in the community or even just in the school. The focus of working on the work is definitely the students. It's the student knowledge, it's the student working to better themselves, and it's the student looking for a gain in knowledge throughout their lessons. Working on the work looks like a teacher helping the student, guiding the student instead of the teacher giving the knowledge. Teachers lead the students to find their passions by designing lessons and guiding students rather than just force feeding it to them through things like death by PowerPoint. They guide the students to not only reach test scores but also be prepared for their futures. And finally, the teachers must create engaging activities for the students. These all go hand in hand when it comes to the design of the lesson plans. I hope you have enjoyed my PowerPoint presentation on working on the work.